hello. Okay, how's our image? Let's get the hairdo. How's it? Is the gray showing up today? Shows up especially well when it's sunny. So my head glows like a fall. Anyway, let's just see what we're doing here. That should do, eh? Okay. Whew. It's been I came for water last week, but sillily, I forgot my phone, so I didn't do a video. Let's see. Oh, water's flowing really fast today. Oh, that's really nice. Oh, it's very clear as well. Right off the top. Back in business. Oh, I got some special things for show and tell today. I got these bones. I'll get to those in a second when I've done the water. But what it is I went for dinner with Su Chang and Joy here. And we went for dinner with Ali and Natapon and my mom. And that was really lovely. And so we were at this restaurant I didn't know or had ever been to. And I thought we were eating Thai style, right? I thought like, oh, we're just gonna order, each person orders a dish and everyone shares. We kind of did that, but I'm not sure what was going on. Because I started eating other plates and it was like, oh, maybe I misunderstood this one. Anyway, whatever. So I didn't know what to order. So Su Chang, who's a vegetarian, he goes, oh, Catherine, order the ribs. I went, okay. Su Chang's my favorite vegetarian in all the world. Yeah, I won't go into it, but he's an amazing person across the board. So, but anyway, this video is for everyone, of course, but especially for Su Chang and Ali. And I guess everyone else that was there, if they're watching this, because I know Su Chang and Ali often watch my water walk videos, or maybe always, I don't know. So it's especially for them because while I was eating the ribs, and the ribs were big, eh? Like, they were big. Oh, I could make an instrument out of these. And I said, okay, you guys, I'm going to make an instrument out of these bones. And I'll do it on my water walk. So this is the day. I've had the bones for a few weeks. Well, last week I didn't bring the phone, but I did bring the bones. And the week before I had the bones and the phone, brought the phone, but forgot the bones. So anyway, it's a little delayed, but that's alright. So I can't pour water and do bones at the same time. You have to wait in deep anticipation. Oh, while I'm doing this, I have to do this every time now. If you would like to support my work in these videos and whatnot, you'll have seen at the beginning and the end Patreon and donation options with PayPal and whatnot. So if you wish to do that and would like to do that, please feel free to do so. I won't oppose it at all. Yeah, most of what I'm trying to raise now is towards kendo stuff, right? I'm ordering some new equipment. That's sort of first priority, and I've almost got it all. And thank you so much to everyone that's contributed. It was such a tremendous help, you know. And this wonderful Carlos over in Austin bought the very first guitar I ever made. So I put that money towards my kendo equipment as well. And it's ordered. I ordered it from Kendo Star. Been really appreciating their kendo videos, and anyway, it's great. I mean, there's lots of great kendo supply places, but yeah. So I don't want to. Anyway, whatever. Like, there's lots of good places, like Tado in Ibogu. Tado's an incredible kendo. Oh my God, he's an incredible kendoka. And he runs Ibogu, another great place if you're in the States, you know. Especially. Anyway, whatever. There's lots of others. But anyway, I ordered from Kendo Star. I've ordered some stuff from them, and I think they're great. And anyway, whatever. Now I'm uncomfortable. Because I know, anyway. Stop. Anyway, so I ordered a beautiful set of bogu, and it's well needed because my kendo equipment that I have using now is probably 27 years old or something. Still in pretty good condition actually. But it's definitely an old school set, right? Really tight stitching. Looks beautiful set actually with indigo Izomi dyed deer skin, and really nice. From Tozando years ago. Anyway. Yeah. But anyway, I could go into all kinds of reasons of why, but partly it's just it's time for a new set, and I can also switch around and use the old set if I'm traveling, perhaps, or whatever. Anyway, I haven't quite got enough money for that, even though I ordered it. But I'm pretty close. Anyway, so I try to explain what I'm going to use raised money for. So there's a bit left to pay off on the bogu, the kendo equipment, and after that, what I'll save the money for, money raised will go towards the next kendo grading, which I'll go to for Yondan, which is the 4th dan. And also, I'd really love to go to the Canadian Kendo Championships whenever they are. Everything's been delayed. The Canadian Kendo Championships are delayed, and the World Championships, as expected, have been delayed too. They're supposed to be in the spring in Paris, actually. Wouldn't that be fun to go to? Anyway, the Worlds, that would be awesome to go to, but I kind of doubt I can raise that kind of money. But I'd love to get myself to the Canadian Kendo Championships, see all my old friends in Canada, all my old Kendo friends, and actually other friends too that aren't in Kendo. I miss them a lot. But yeah, so that's that. So what else? Right, that's where it'll go for now. It's like I get a little flustered talking about money, right? But it's important to keep that sort of thing clear and everything. So I just want to be up front and everything. But anyway, thanks so much for everyone that's contributed, and if you wish to add to it, rest assured it will go to very good use. I won't spend any of it on a bottle of wine. I don't need to, because when I go to see my mom, I go help with Kendo on Fridays in Chiang Mai, and then my mom and I go for dinner, and we always have wine. Always. So I can always get myself a glass of wine at the end of the week, which is great. So we can chat, and we have these heated discussions sometimes, and anyway. Yeah. Cheers, sláinte. Sláinte. Okay, to the bones. To the bones. To the bones. Get this. Okay, so let's see now. I've got 2 sets actually. I'll show you my first set that I've had for. I got this. These are beef bones. I'm pretty sure these are from pig bones. You can see the difference in size, eh? Oops, sorry, you can't see it. So these are the cow bones. And beef bones, moose bones, cattle bones. Anyway, I got these from a small avatar in like I just bought a bunch of ribs, right? And it's kind of hit and miss. Like you get a whole bunch of ribs, and then some you kind of clean them and whatever, and some work out well and some don't. And these are the 2 that worked out really well. And I'll just play these so you can get a sense of what they sound like and how they're used. And they're from the Irish tradition. I mean, they may well be used in other cultures too. I can't say I've ever seen it, but I'm sure there is. I'm sure people have. But it's definitely from the Irish tradition they use them. And it's a rhythmic instrument. It's been a while since I played. It's a little lacking clarity. Let's see if I can. I should have practiced before I started this walk, eh? And the motion is kind of a forward motion. You can do it down here, but when you're learning especially. You can change the tone. I'm having trouble today. Where are you? Anyway, get the gist of it. I'm sorry, my bone playing skills are not that good today. Anyway, so these are the ones from the dinner. Right? They're quite different looking, eh? I don't know if you can see that. They're kind of overexposed. But strangely, they're smaller and thinner, I guess. But they have a much lower pitch. Well, a little bit lower. Yeah, this is actually better. I better practice because I'm going to use these on a project I'm working on. Yeah. Anyway, so these are them. So you can use them in all kinds of sounds, but often be with like a jig or a reel, you know, or I guess you could do it with some like rhythmic songs too. A lot of Irish songs are kind of almost a free rhythmic kind of form, like the shannos. And you can do two, eh? I used to be able to do two quite well, and of course since I haven't been practicing, but let's see. Oh, there we go. Sort of. Yeah, so I'm gonna do like. Let's see if I can. Maybe I can. It's called. What's it called? It's where you voice the dance tune. They used to do that, I think, quite often in like a place where people wanted to dance, but there were no instruments, so they'd sing the tune, right? They'd go like. Voila! Fun, eh? I keep thinking it's called diddling, which is a really different meaning. Can't be. But anyway, well, they call it that because like diddly dee music. Which reminds me, actually, when I was in Donegal and Glencolumcille. We are studying Irish language, Northern Ulster dialect Irish language, which often is called Gaelic. Although in English we say Irish, and in Irish we say Gaelica. Or in Scotland, Gaelic, they say. But no one actually says Gaelic, although that's the term that everyone thinks of it as. Anyway, yeah, so... Geez, what was my point? Oh, yeah. So, this is a good story. Okay, come a bit closer. This is a funny story. So, here's the thing. At least this is how it was back then. I imagine it's similar. So, if you were a school teacher in Ireland, I'm pretty sure that within your career, you had to go to the Gaeltacht for 2 weeks or something. Which is the Gaeltacht are the Irish-speaking areas of Ireland, right? And there's a bunch of them. Like, there's definitely one where I was in the northwest in Donegal. There's some in Galway. There's some in the south in like Kerry maybe, or Cork. Well, yeah, definitely Kerry. There's definitely a Gaeltacht in Kerry. So I think Cork too. Whatever. And there's a little tiny one I think in the southeast. Anyway, it's a struggle to keep the language alive, you know. And people learn it in school. It's part of the school curriculum, I think. It's a little bit like learning French in Canada. We take French, right? Even though we may never use it if you're living somewhere not near French-speaking people. But anyway, not use it and therefore not really learn it, which is like my case, right? So anyway, so people learn it and they're trying to keep the language alive, and then there's discussions about, by forcing people to learn it, you actually harm the language more because people don't like being forced to learn the stuff. Anyway, it's neither here nor there. 2 weeks, if you're a teacher, you had to go to the Gaeltacht, learn some Irish. Anyway, so there's a couple of school teachers there, and it was during the summer that I was there. I was there for pretty much, I don't know, 6 weeks or something. It's awesome, I loved it. But I was there voluntarily. And anyway, so in the house I was staying at, there was a couple teachers, but there was this one fellow who just hated it. He hated every bit of it. And he would just go, I think he was from Dublin or somewhere, and he goes, I fucking hate that diddly-dee shite, you know, which is that music, right, the traditional Irish dance tunes, and so, I hate that shit. Anyway, but sometimes, like, there were sheep all around us, right, and often the sheep, you sort of, maybe you see a movie and the sheep are going, bah, bah, bah. It's like, yeah, they do that, but there's also like some crazy sounds that come out of them, right? And there was this one sheep that just was like, but really loud, right? So this guy, it was behind the house, this guy in the mornings, he would open the window and he'd yell at the sheep. And the sheep was like right near the house too, so it was really loud. He goes, "Shut up! Just shut the fuck up!" It was so funny. But he kind of laughed too, right? Like he laughed about it. But it wasn't like just a joke. He was like hating every second of it down to the sheep. Anyway, yeah. Well, I haven't thought about that fellow in a long time. Yeah. Anyway, Donegal's a beautiful place if anyone can ever travel ever again outside their own country. It's great, love it. But I was there, like almost 20 years ago. Well, 20 years ago. My God, how can that be? It feels like yesterday. I would have gone regularly. It just costs too much money, but I loved that summer so much. And it was interesting because after that summer in Ireland, I'm pretty sure it was the winter after that I left Toronto completely. Was it? Or was it the year after? Anyway, whatever, it was around that time, and that was my time of being kind of a somewhat nomadic, as my friend David and I used to call it, and ended up doing the long rides towards the end of that, and then ended up coming here. life's strange that way, I guess. Anyway, where are we at? 20 minutes. Okay. Well, I'm gonna do a little bit of walking and videoing anyway, and check in a minute. Okay. Thanks. Well, there's mushrooms blasting out everywhere here. Look at these little tiny ones on the banana tree. I've even got some mushrooms growing on my little bridge. Boy, you could go 2 weeks away, stay 2 weeks away from a place and start noticing little differences, little new things, beautiful things. Yeah. Okay, we're, oh geez. Don't fall. One thing you gotta watch out for sure are like vines and stuff that grow very quickly. Can trip you up if you're not careful. Well, that's interesting. See that plastic there? Well, it looks like it's been there forever, but I really don't think I remember it before. I wonder what's going on there. Probably an old piece just put up. These beautiful little blue flowers. Nice. Nice. Okay. Oh yeah. Here we are at the usual favorite spot where things open up. As regular viewers of this same old walk that I do will know. Hey, hello. Yeah, so anyway, so this is the last part of the trail portion of my water walk, and soon I'll walk on the little mountain road that we have and head home. Have some stuff to do today, you know? Working on a new project for some kind of a bit of soundtrack type work, and it's going to be great fun. And the best part, I get to work with a dear friend of mine, Noon, and yeah, so that's great. Anyway, right, Patreon, blah blah blah. That will be up in a second. All that information, I'll put in the information in the description, etc., etc. Please, if you wish to contribute, please feel free to, and if you don't want to, no problem. Or unable to, no problem, of course. Yeah, so I guess I didn't talk about, that was really about, it's the bone episode, I guess. Talking about Ireland, yeah. Nothing about politics. Or what's the latest one? The Great Awokening. Oh, I should mention that actually. Maybe I'll even add it. I watched a great, I thought it was a great episode on trigonometry, which is out of England. And this fellow Tom, I want to say Tom Holland. I think that might be it. Oh, it was amazing. I loved it anyway. Very, very interesting. All of the kind of compelling stuff that I find very interesting, with connecting history with the present time and religion, and they even sort of discuss the concept of original sin. Very interesting stuff. Even going back to the 5th century. Pelagian, and who was a British theologian, 5th century. It's quite a while ago. And the other one was, oh shoot, I can't remember, from North Africa. Anyway, it's on the episode, you can see it. Okay, thanks for checking in. Hope everyone's doing okay and fine and healthy. You know, please, I know some people, well, anyway, life, eh? You know, all my best to everyone, and hope you're doing well. À la prochaine, and see you on the flip side.